Welcome back to Eat Sleep Sixers. Your boy Sixers fan for life. We got Jenny in the block. BG 215 the sports guy.
The whole squad.
I want to go back to PJ not scoring nothing.
You know,
Hear that.
I want to go back to PJ not scoring nothing.
Listen, as much as I would like to hang in on him tonight, this loss goes right on our bench. Our bench got outplayed tonight thoroughly. The only one that really came to play ball tonight was Tyrese Maxey, and he even wasn't his usual self. I don't think he got as much minutes. Well, what do you guys think?
Well, of course he didn't get as much minutes because somebody played almost 30 minutes, blew his load with his 10 points. And I don't want to blame him because the bench played horrendous. But, I mean, we didn't get nothing defensively from Mr. Tucker, I'll tell you that, because Julius Randle was out there doing absolutely whatever he felt like
He
doing.
was doing his thing.
You understand what I'm saying? So, miss me with the, PJ was playing silent defense because, no, he was not.
Yeah.
Like I said, he blew his load with the 10 points, which I can do without at this point because, I come to terms with 0 points and all the defense in the world. If you're the best defensive player on the planet and you're not giving us any points, I'm going to have to take that for the win.
Yeah. BJ. Your face says it all, brother. Your face says it all. Give us a little about how you feeling about tonight's game. What do you think went wrong?
The bench.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I just said this in the watch party. I said I know we don't like falling in love with the analytics and the plus minus, but if you look at this box score and look at the starters plus minus and look at the benches plus minus, it is disgusting.
That's nice.
It is disgusting. Now, there's a dude on New York bench that plus minus is plus 34. There's a guy on their team who had a plus 34 plus minus. Like what?
Hold up. I need to shine a light here. All 5 New York starters had negative on their plus minus, and all 4 of their bench players had positives on theirs.
No,
so my in my opinion, this one falls. I mean, yes, the bench can take their share, but this one goes to me on Doc. He left that all bench lineup out there while they was getting into loss, and he didn't do anything about it. And he has said in the past that he wasn't done with the all bench lineups, and we need to be done with the all bench lineups. They're not good enough. They're not good enough versus a team like the Knicks, who are going to be a playoff team.
Yeah.
You want to do that crap. Do it with the bottom of the freaking barrel, but don't do it versus a good team.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? We may see this team in the first round.
The tide is turned, guys. 2 weeks ago, you can't get us to say nothing bad about this bench mob. 2 weeks ago, we was in love with the bench mob, and now we hate them again.
Well, I mean, listen. If you want to look at history, and George Niang had a bunch of good games. Here goes his clang game.
Clang.
Yeah, but it trickled on to the rest of the bench. I mean, Maxey had a subpar game. He didn't play bad, but I don't feel like he played well.
No.
But the rest of the bench just seriously bombed out. Like it was bad. Like Evan Fournier outscored our entire bench. Like one player on their bench outscored our entire bench. That's crazy.
And I'm sitting there yelling at the TV because the hottest man on the floor just kept getting left open time after time after time again. It was very irritating. The whole league knows he's a shooter. He hasn't been playing well this year, but damn, he chose tonight to light up. So it is what
20-second chance points.
Say it again, Jen.
20-second chance points. That is not good enough.
That's the key.
14 offensive rebounds. 14 offensive rebounds. That's giving them 14 extra possessions on top of the 11 turnovers, which now gives you 25 extra possessions. Like, that's crazy.
Can't blame it on Sixers.
This is my pop over here, so say hello.
How you
What up,
doing,
Pop?
Pop?
What's up?
You can't blame it. You can't blame it on the turnovers this game because they didn't really turn the
Okay.
ball over.
Yeah, and I
So-
was just adding it to the. I just was adding it to the offensive rebounds. When I look at the offensive rebounds and see 14 extra possessions on top of the 11 turnovers, it wasn't a terrible turnover night, but that's 25 possessions we gave them. That's crazy,
Right.
man.
Right. And what was one of my keys to the game? Value the possessions, take care of the ball, and we did not do that.
First half they did 2 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
yeah.
know what the heck happened second half, but
Second half, it was about 11 turnovers, I think. And not only just that, just offensive board after offensive board being allowed. I love Embiid to death. I love him, right? But my man, pause.
We didn't-
Put
hold
your
on, wait a minute.
backside on somebody and box out, bro. All the
We-
big men, box
we-
out.
We didn't have 11 turnovers in the half.
The second half,
Nah.
how many turnovers we had? What was
No,
that?
we had
11 for the
6.
game. We had 11 for the
We had
game.
11.
Yeah, 11 for the game. We had 6.
Okay.
We had 6 in the second half. We had 4 in the first half. I was keeping track.
Okay.
okay.
You know, well, as far as the allowing offensive rebounds, it was abysmal tonight. And it seemed like
I
every
did-
time we gave him an offensive rebound, it went to Fournier. Splash.
I was screaming, I could keep this in the bunnies. Yes, yes. I did.
Layups. This is also true. We're the worst 50-50 ball getter team. If it's a loose ball, just count the other team getting it. We never get loose balls. Never.
What is that about?
Maybe once
What do y'all think?
Never.
eyeball
And I think the
every
Knicks are
once in
like
a
the
while.
best in the NBA at getting loose ball fouls, or at least close. I mean, loose balls recovered.
You know the beauty about it? We see these guys again right after Boston. So, you know, we have an opportunity just like the other game to face a team that we faced the day before. So we'll see him on the 10th. We'll see him on the 10th.
It just sucks, man. And B came to play. He only missed 1 foul shot out of 19 attempts. He had 31 and 14. Toby had a double-double. Harden almost had a triple-double. I mean, although it was a 2-5 type triple-double, he almost had a triple-double. You know, those used to be glorified around here. So, you know, if you're gonna glorify that man's triple-double, then please don't knock this almost triple-double. Just the bench, man. They flopped out. They flopped out bad, man. I mean, 16 points from your bench, that's horrendous, man. Like, there's nothing else to say. Like, you can't say nothing about PJ. He gave you 10 points.
Right.
You know what I'm
They spent
saying?
all their points on the Spurs game. Didn't they have like 60-some points at the Spurs game? Our bench? Seriously.
Yeah. They had 60. Yeah, they had 60. They were gassed, you know. They gave us 67 points against the Spurs, and they couldn't even give us 20 tonight. That's bad.
They got to ration that out a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe give us half of the points so we can have the other half the next game. But speaking of PJ, man, 27 minutes tonight, 10 points.
Too many minutes. Because he had those 10 points with 16 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Too many minutes. Too many minutes.
Doc went with Paul Reed, except for Dreadman tonight. I don't think Reed had his best performance at all. Looked a little lost out there.
He only played 8 minutes. Paul Reed only played 8 minutes. This is the thing I don't get. How is it that Paul Reed played 8 minutes and Montrez played 3? Who was playing center the whole time?
PJ Tucker.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's another reason why we lost.
Doc's rotations wasn't the best
Small
tonight.
ball. Nah.
Yeah.
Small ball
we
with
was
PJ in the center does not work.
We was up 35-15. We was up 35-15.
Oh,
I
yeah,
turned
we
my
were
head.
embarrassing them. We were
I
embarrassing
turned
them.
back and I was like, wait, it's 35-32? What's going on? I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Patrick, they didn't have Harden on Brunson the whole time. They did switch to put PJ on Brunson.
Are y'all
They
going
didn't
is
do much
anybody gonna
there.
answer Pat's question I threw up on the screen?
Yes, I do. I trust Harden in the playoffs. Anybody else?
You heard what she said.
The
I didn't hear it.
question's on the screen there.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I do. You know, There's other parts of this team I don't trust, like our rebounding or our consistent defense.
PJ did not play well on both ends. Cut it out. Cut it out.
He's a big
Cut it out.
that
PJ.
down.
He's a big
cut it
PJ.
out.
Take that
Cut it
foot
out.
He's a
down.
Cut
big
it out.
PJ fan.
Cut it out.
You
Cut
know,
it out, man.
I think PJ played well enough for
Put
us
down
to
the
win.
hookah, my guy. Put down the hookah.
I think these are one of those games you can't bring his name up when it comes to one of the reasons why we lost. Definitely got to look to the bench. Definitely got to look to lack of 3-point shooting. I think they had about 8, 9 threes tonight. We had what, 3? So we got out.
They're not even making like a simple layup. So
it was pretty bad tonight. Started off good, ended off pretty bad, but we're in the Eastern Conference portion.
Maybe you guys want to talk to Mort Carroll about his math.
I love Mort. Do the math. We had Embiid, Reed, and Trez in the game basically at all times. I don't get what who has playing center means.
All right, so 8
well, whoever was down there, that's what I meant about Paul Reed not having a good game. I didn't see him on the boards when he was in. And you know what? This is no knock on him, but on the pick and roll, I don't see them going to Paul Reed on the roll. Like they ignored him when he rose to the basket. And that's something that the Sixers got to look into. Take the easy points because those are foul shots or a basket. Not just with him. I see it with PJ too. They often don't go to the roller on the pick and roll.
So they definitely don't go to PJ because PJ's not going to look to do nothing when he gets it. And let's not say take the easy basket. There's nothing easy basket about Paul Reed rolling to the rim. I'm just being honest. Like I know that's your man, but I mean.
We're gonna act like we ain't big him up since yesterday. The D line.
I'm not gonna lie. I seen PJ get the pick and roll a lot of times, and he passes out the shot. He dribbles it back out to the 3-point line, looking for to give the ball away. So we can't call for pick and rolls with PJ. That's just not gonna happen.
I was making an example of the pick and roll in general. I don't really see them passing to the roller or looking towards the roller.
Yeah.
Huh? That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. That's a huge part of our offense. Just like the RP. Go ahead, Jen.
This was an example of like why we need not to make BG mad, but of why we need a backup center that's more effective.
Let's be clear, guys.
Facts.
It's not that I don't want Drummond. I would just love for this team to compete for a championship as constructed. If we made a change, I'm not going to go on a F Andre Drummond role. Like I'm not going to hate him. Like he'll be a Sixer. I just wanted to see if we could keep this cohesion we got. But if we make a move, we make a move.
I'll tell you one thing. Doc has gone in between B-Ball Paul and Dreadman all season. With Drummond on this team, ain't gonna be no competition. There ain't gonna be no you play center this game, you play center that. He will be entrenched as the backup center. And that's an upgrade to me. It's an upgrade to me.
Yeah, I mean, if he throws Trez and B-Ball down at the 4, I wouldn't mind that, but I don't see it happening. So
yeah, well, I think if he comes, Trez is out. I don't think Trez is.
I think some of those players that we're talking about is going to be part of the deal to bring Drummond over here. Number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and try to make up roles for players that ain't even going to be on the team if they bring in Drummond.
Right.
I'm just hoping that the way they're treating Drummond in Chicago right now, I hope that they just buy him out and then we could just get him on a buyout market instead of giving him anything for him. That would be better.
Liner was talking about
because of the type of minutes he's playing is showing that they probably gonna hit him with that veteran BS and they're probably gonna buy him out. So that'll be the best bet. That would be the best bet
because then he gets to choose where he wants to go instead of the team dictating
Yeah,
really.
he
You
bought
know
out.
what I mean?
He basically a free agent.
Right. So fingers crossed with that.
I agree with you more. I'm sorry. I agree with you more. That is the problem. We're trying to dump salaries too. So a trade, getting rid of, to me, I think the ideal situation would be us getting rid of Cork, us getting rid of Trez,
Us getting rid of House.
and probably House. And
Yeah,
probably House. Those
gotta be
contracts,
House.
those contracts gone. One, they don't play. So like getting rid of House and Cork Maz is like, hey, you could just borrow something I don't use. Getting rid of Trez for a big would be replacing Trez, so we don't lose anything in that.
I've been hearing this a lot lately. I've been hearing
About
this name
Nerlens.
float around.
Mhm.
Nerlens Noel being available via trade. I don't think he'll cost much. Maybe a second rounder or two. For a shot blocking threat off the bench, somebody who can grab some rebounds. We're not asking him to come in and be Noel of rookie year Noel. He'll be coming in, playing 10 minutes a game. Here you go, block some shots, grab some rebounds, play a role. Do y'all think that he could do that here?
I don't know, but I think Drummond, like S. Dot says, cheaper than
Yeah.
Cork Maz, as we talked about before. So I don't know. Nerlens,
Doc is not a Twin Towers type of guy. I wish he was, because I would love to see Nerlens with Embiid on the court.
We saw that back in the day a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, and then ironically,
We had all three of them. We had Noel, Ja, and Embiid.
That's what I was about to say. We would have all three back again if Nerlens came back. How ironic would that be? All of their careers.
So
have
why bring the tank team back? I don't understand. I don't understand. I thought we were moving forward. Like, how you gonna move forward if you're carrying the baggage from the past? Like, I don't understand.
Bring back Cove. Come on, bring back everybody.
Yeah,
TJ McConnell. We good. We'll be all right.
It's funny you say that because Evan made a joke on that. TJ's Evan's guy. You know what I'm saying? Evan was in the watch party before Jen popped up, and he's like, it'd be funny if TJ came back.
I like TJ, man. He's small,
yeah,
but
who like TJ?
I love
He brought
TJ.
the energy off the bench. I think that I don't know. I think if we don't want to retread, maybe that dude from the Jazz. I don't know much about him, that Vanderbilt guy, but worth a shot.
Good. Nas, the getting Reed would be good. We just need rebounding, man. I backtrack on everything I said last week about we gonna do this for rebounds. Tonight we got embarrassed on the boards. The numbers don't show total rebounds that we got embarrassed, but 14 offensive rebounds. Come on, man, that just cannot happen. That cannot happen.
Yeah, I
not
said
if we want to compete for a championship.
At the pre-show that this game was going to be very telling about rebounding because they're a really good rebounding team and we are not. So it was going to be very telling one way or the other. And I think we got our answer about why rebounding is really important. And to be 28th is not going to win us a championship.
Most definitely.
Ilyasova. And Sims wants to bring back Ilyasova.
Is he still in the NBA?
I think so.
I haven't. Ant is definitely he's grinding us up right now with this Ilyasova.
Ilyasova is definitely not rebounding nothing.
Yeah. For that case, bring back Reggie Evans. If we need a rebounder, just go get at any rebounder we can get out here at this point.
Joel has stepped up on the boards lately too. Yeah, Mark. I agree with you.
He really has.
We always have been down on him. Like, hold up, you 7'2", and you have a game where you got 7 rebounds. He done turned up on the board.
It didn't take that many games for him to go. Like he's averaging more than 10 right now. It didn't take that many games. It just takes initiative. Like, do the damn thing, dude. We know you can do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yep. We just got to get every player in that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
I felt like if he was just ignoring, the fact that being lazy, whatever you want to call it, it just didn't look like he wanted to even grab rebounds at some point. You know what I mean? Because come on, you got a 7'2" guy on your team, and the fact that he's only getting 7 rebounds a game, that's preposterous.
It's wild. It always baffled me when I look at Embiid's average rebounds, I'll be like, damn, you 7'2".
as much as we would like to point out with Embiid, and he has improved rebounding. Rebounding is a team sport. I mean, a team stat, and these guys just in general, they don't seem hungry when that ball goes up. I don't see no boxing out. I don't see nobody getting the 50-50 ball. The announcers mentioned that tonight. We don't run for the 50-50 ball. We
That's
normally
what I said earlier. I said that earlier. We don't. If it's a 50-50 ball, just count on it being the other teams. Just count on it.
And I don't mean, even Allah, I'm so tired of hearing him say it, but it's so true. Like, you can't assume the ball's going to go in. That is like number one. You can't assume that. You have to stick around and wait. Somebody's got to be in charge of getting that offensive board, man. I mean, what are you shooting? Like 40%? So 60% of the time, that ball is not going in that hoop.
Right.
You know what made me mad? Watching the sense of urgency that they put in that last minute, hustling, trying to steal it, going at their. Why can't you play like that all game? Like, it takes for us to be down for you to feel like, oh, now we gotta. It's too late. That makes me mad. Like, where did all this energy come from? Crashing the boards. I mean, granted, we're not going to trap and press the whole game, but the way they was playing defense, those last couple plays is like, oh, y'all finally got some energy. Okay.
Hey, Sheik, me and Jem was talking about this. I feel like the 76ers are the worst team as far as following their shots.
Yeah.
They're the worst freaking team, bro.
Yeah. No.
As soon as they shoot, they already run to the other end. Like,
I think they think we got Steph Curry on our team somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking too. And
That's crazy.
Oftentimes I see guys trying to out jump their opponent for a rebound. It don't start there. Rebounding don't start there. It starts with positioning yourself to have a better position than your opponent to go up for the rebound. Box out. I don't see it. I don't see the boxing out.
You know what? I just read this comment from Taylor, and actually, I do agree with this. He said, nonchalant leadership is why we don't win 50-50 balls. I wouldn't say the word nonchalant, but Doc isn't that type of coach to demand that out of his players. You know who is?
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau.
Oh, yeah. He old school.
Oh, you do. Oh, he in your ass. Pause. He right on you. Like, you see him on the sideline. He looked like he ready to curse you out even when you winning. Like, when things is going good, Thibodeau looked like, I want something to go bad so I can have a reason to coach. I want to coach them. I want them to know when they make mistakes. And Doc doesn't seem to have that fire.
He's a laid back cat, man. When it comes to players, he's a laid back cat. I don't know what goes on in the locker room, but he's definitely a laid back cat, But we're here. We're at that portion of the season, like Jen always says, where everything counts now. It's heading towards the playoffs. We're playing Eastern Conference playoff opponents that we possibly could see in the playoffs. So we got the Celtics coming up next game. Then these Knicks again. So we got to figure something out real quick, and learn to be consistent so we could get back in the winning column.
Yeah, I don't see it neither, Mort. I really don't. And I watch the games, man. So either my prescription on my specs here are getting bad. I can't really see, or some of these guys that want to talk their ish. Maybe they're right, and I don't know nothing about basketball because I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
I see it in glimpses. You know what I mean? But it's not overhyped.
Not overhyped like the way some of these guys in this group make this man sound.
Like, he was a pest to Randall in the first half, but that fell off.
I'll tell you this much.
Question.
Go ahead, B.
I know we applauded the move. We applauded the way he handled it. But is bench Maxey not as good as we thought? Because this isn't 1-2, like this is like the fourth straight game outside of the game where he had 27. Since then, average Maxey. Average Maxey.
Listen, and this is what I mentioned, and this was my worry about that move. It's not the player, it's the mentality. And he's still very young. So to be in the starting lineup as long as he was, getting adjusted to that mind frame, then thrusted into the bench where he's playing with a whole new set of players at first, you know, it's hard to get accustomed to. It's hard to get accustomed to, man.
Carl, this team's been together since the summertime. It's not like he don't know these players.
No, he knows them. It's a difference with that. B, you play ball, you know.
You think they don't when they practice, they don't like play with each other? Like they don't play with each other, Paul?
I think they play with each other, but as far as in-game experience, you know, he's used to what he's used to with Harden and Embiid and Tobias. It's not really used to.
Bro, he in the NBA. He in the NBA.
I get it.
NBA, Carl.
I get it.
I hate to say it.
How much would you explain it?
I loved it. I loved him embracing his bench role. I love that he brought energy to the bench. But Maxey might not be a bench player, y'all.
That just what I'm saying.
He doesn't get into the flow of the game coming off the bench as well.
But what I was seeing from
we'll have glimpses. Well, I have 25. He'll have 27. But it's so up and down. It's such a roller coaster. What we're seeing from Maxey off the bench. We never saw that roller coaster when he was in the starting lineup. Nah. He was him in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Since he's going to the bench, is this?
Prophet makes a good point.
Go ahead.
He said he playing with Montrez in the middle.
Hey, I think it's a confidence thing, and whether he says he's okay with it or not, you know, to a young kid, you know, maybe he's not okay with it.
Yeah,
maybe he's not okay with it.
And I don't want to put that out there and say that I think that's what it is. It's just, man, I don't know if this bench experiment it sounded good and it felt good early.
Yeah. Well, they need to figure something out because right now trade deadline is coming. Anything could happen. This team could get rattled up real quick in the blink of an eye. So we don't know if they're just going to stay put or they're going to make a move. But they better get ready because if something happens, they need to be prepared.
Absolutely.
All I know is that Doc said he was going to be rolling out 3 different lineups. Y'all remember that?
Have you seen these 3 lineups, Jen?
3 starting lineups. It's been the same starting lineup. What are you talking about?
I think he was talking about his hairline. He gonna have 3 different lineups every game. Look, that's what he had to be talking about.
Doc is a mess, man. Doc is a mess.
Eastern Conference Coach of the Month.
Yeah, man, we can't take that away from him.
Can't take it away from him. It's his.
Can't take it away from him. And although we are upset, we're frustrated because we lost the game that we felt like we should have had. We are still among the hottest teams in the NBA. It's just, you know.
Greg, we didn't believe him. We didn't believe him.
What are you talking about?
We didn't believe him. We didn't believe him, man.
We like to just bring up the things that Doc
we
said.
bring it up just because we bring it up. Like, ain't nobody gullible over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the man, number one, let alone I'm gonna believe him.
Stop the cat.
No, I don't.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So,
but we gotta deal with it. We gotta do what we got. That's the point. I'm a Sixers fan first. Believe that. And I can't do nothing about it. I don't work for management. I can't kick Doc out of the Sixers. That's not my call.
Yeah. I still think he's a hell of a coach. Just got some things to figure out, man. So we play the Celtics coming up. That's our next game. We are currently 3rd in the East with Brooklyn behind us. Something tells me they're going to be falling a little bit themselves after today.
I don't know, man.
Go ahead. What you thinking?
This is Sixers podcast, so I'm just gonna give 10 seconds of why I don't think they're gonna fall too bad. Kevin Durant's coming back. Kevin Durant's coming back. Spencer Dinwiddie ain't trash.
No, he's not. And he's familiar with the organization.
He's not trash.
Spencer Dinwiddie's a Sixers cooker. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Spencer Dinwiddie is on Kyrie Irving's level by no means, but we don't have to just act like they don't exist anymore just because they got rid of Kyrie. They still there.
They still have Nick Claxton. He's still doing his thing out there on the.
I mean, I think we cannot, totally wipe them away, but come on.
Prophet said they still got 2 fouls.
I think we'll see him with the ball in his hand a little bit more, which I don't know. I don't know. Take it how you want to. I just don't think, Kyrie is, if not the best, one of the best point guards in the league. They just lost him. There's going to be some refiguring things out for them. And I think that's going to take a toll on the team. New coach. Now you take away one of his main guys, so he has to figure that out. I think they got some obstacles to overcome. So we'll see that. Now,
All right, so our next 5 games, we have Boston, New York, Brooklyn, Houston, and Cleveland.
Better win that Houston game too.
Yeah.
big time. Big time.
Yeah.
Still mad about that.
We have another watch
Right.
party on Wednesday. For sure. We're
I don't
definitely
know if I can watch. I get too mad. I get
Yo,
angry.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like 4 minutes
I
left.
heard-
Jen slammed her
I heard-
headphones on her desk. She slammed her headphones on her desk, and I was like, "What are you doing? We need that for the podcast."
My daughter came to the door yelling at me.
That's how my son is.
Oh, my God.
He rage quits and stuff like that. Just
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Tough loss tonight, but we'll hope to rebound back with the Boston Celtics. Guys, any closing thoughts? Anything on your mind?
On to the next.
On to the next.
Nothing that I haven't beaten. I mean, that horse is so dead. Like, it's just beaten to death. But come on,
Hey,
man. Rebounding is a fundamental of basketball.
Oh, she's doing it again. Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do the Sixers
up?
got a game on the 12th?
Do the Sixers got a game on?
No, they don't have a game
All
on
right,
the
good.
12th.
I about to say I ain't gonna be on the podcast.
Okay.
I'd like
It's
to say
something else takes priority on the 12th. Something else.
I want a special shout out to Mr. BG's birthday's coming up on Tuesday, right?
Absolutely.
Tuesday.
And we don't have a show till Wednesday, so everybody wish BG a happy birthday. I think it's a big one.
Throw it up. Throw it up. Throw it
It
up.
might be.
You don't turn 60 every day. You know what I mean? Throw it up.
And on my birthday, I'm pushing the button to retire from Air Force. So that's huge to me. Forget the birthday part. I'm about to push the button and say, Uncle Sam, pay me for the rest of my life to do nothing. Thank you.
Right. Right. Salute to you and your service, man. We thank you for your service, brother.
Who is this big ass at hand? He's talking about some closing thoughts. The Knicks are great. We look,
God.
don't clap him, Jose. I see your mouse.
Chill.
We invite all fan groups to come watch
I
the
didn't
show.
do nothing.
You grab that mouse. You grab that mouse. Right?
No,
Look at
because
it, look at it,
my mouse was hovering over the comments, so I couldn't see it. So I had to take the mouse away so I could read it.
Okay.
If you mess with StreamYard, you know what I'm talking about. So I moved the mouse out the way so I could read what he said because my mouse just happened to be there.
But big task at hand. We'll see you in a few days.
Yep.
We'll see.
Take a
if you're
couple
feeling a
days,
the same.
regroup,
Yep.
go to the other garden, and take the W.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Make
sure you come back. Make sure you come back for pregame and postgame for the next Knicks game, man. We love to hear from you. We love to hear from you.
Please do.
Papa saying happy birthday. So
appreciate it.
we that's on the 12th. So we're gonna see BG a couple times before that.
No, the Super Bowl is on the 12th. My birth is on the 7th.
The birthday's on Thursday.
On Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sleepy, y'all.
Dude, I just said
Too many
all
tequila
that.
sunrises.
Yeah.
Tequila sunrises.
He's sunrising.
All right. Listen, happy birthday, BG. I'm gonna talk to you before that. I know I am. So, everybody in here wish our very own BG happy birthday. Because y'all not gonna see him till Wednesday. So give him a quick birthday shout out before we close this podcast out for the night.
Yo.
Listen, y'all already know what time it is. Up there, we got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend that PJ Tucker scored 10 points tonight.
And he's the sharpshooter.
And he's a sharpshooter.
The hero was on the line tonight.
Greg Daddy Boy been trying to tell y'all since the beginning of the season. Y'all just don't listen.
That's right. He's been trying to tell y'all, knuckleheads.
And if y'all ain't understand what I said in English, I'm tell you in Spanish. No te olvides decirle
No te
a un amigo. A decirle a un amigo. A decirle a un amigo. Que le diga a un amigo.
Edicina,
About
amigo.
the East 36 podcast. Everybody have a great night. Also tomorrow, come back here with us on Wednesday, February 8th against Boston. The game that we all been waiting for. Payback time.
Let's go Sixers.
Let's go Sixers. Happy birthday, BG.
Happy birthday, baby. Good night, folks.